fight with Terence Crawford, and those in the know suggest that Turki Alalshik's plans hinge on a Canelo win, so much so that many believe there's no way Canelo will be allowed to lose. When Skull arrogantly joked about eating well Saturday, Canelo fired back coldly with a promise that the only thing on Skull's plate would be his right hand. Another reminder that talk doesn't win fights, the ring does. And Canelo has spent his life proving it. In front of the cameras, he even joked about his children being present, saying he couldn't exactly repeat what Skull would eat, but made clear it would be punches. From Floyd Mayweather to Golovkin, Kovalev, and Plant, Canelo has seen it all. Multiple weight divisions, constant pressure, and a relentless pursuit of greatness. And now he seeks undisputed status once more, with Skull a necessary stepping stone. But Skull is no pushover, undefeated at 23-0 with 9 knockouts and freshly crowned IBF champ after defeating Vladimir Shishkin for the very belt Canelo once vacated. A symbolic tension that can't be ignored. He's not defending, he's proving something, and that hunger is dangerous. Odds in Vegas may sit at 600 for Canelo, but many are wary of counting Skull out, especially with his calm demeanor and strategy-first attitude that contrasts starkly with boxing's usual bravado, making him an ice-cold threat. Escaping Cuba and battling through hardship, Skull's journey is real and powerful, and he wants more than a good showing. He wants to win, and believes he can, regardless of the fanfare for Canelo. Yet not everyone is convinced, with Nigel Benn's brutal account of Skull's sparring with his son Conor Benn painting a troubling picture. Gassed by round 4, asking for breaks by 5 and not making it to round 8, the sparring rumor has raised eyebrows. Though others argue sparring is just that, not a fight, and shouldn't weigh too heavily, especially given Skull's size, training camp intensity, and the pressure he's under. Defenders say even the best have bad days in camp, and what truly matters is showing up when the lights come on, something Skull insists he's ready for. Respected fighters like David Morrell have openly backed Skull, calling him strong, dedicated, and skilled, noting that if judges are fair, the Cuban could pull off the upset of the year. Morrell's insights carry weight, especially since he's preparing for his own war with David Benavidez, another potential Canelo foe. So when he warns people not to underestimate Skull, it's worth listening. The nuances only fighters see. Habits, timing, subtle strengths may not appear on highlight reels but often decide who wins in the trenches. Still, many believe Canelo will break Skull down, probably in the second half of the fight, rounds 8, 9, or 10, as the pressure builds and experience takes over, especially considering Skull's resume, which critics argue is padded outside his win over Shishkin. Yet nothing about this fight exists in isolation. The specter of a Crawford superfight looms large over this May clash, as everything hinges on Canelo winning and maintaining his momentum. Crawford, a masterful technician and welterweight king, would be moving up in weight, and people are already buzzing about what that bout might mean, with Turki Alalshik eager to cash in on a legacy showdown. However, Canelo has to handle Skull first, and recent performances suggest he may not be as sharp as before, with some fights closer than expected, raising questions about whether the decline is real or just circumstantial. Even loyal fans admit Canelo might be slipping a bit, although still elite, and that a Skull win, while unlikely, isn't out of the realm of possibility. Skull knows he wasn't the original choice. Canelo could have fought someone like Edgar Berlanga. But now that he's here, he intends to take full advantage of the spotlight and prove he's more than a replacement. Even other fighters like Amir Khan, who's faced both Canelo and Crawford, are weighing in, highlighting Crawford's speed, ring IQ, and deceptive power, all elements that could shift the balance in a future fight, if Canelo gets past Skull. And that's the truth, because all the talk about Crawford, titles, and future fights disappears if Canelo stumbles in Riyadh. And Skull, hardened by his own path, knows exactly what's at stake and is ready to fight not for hype, but for glory. Once that bell rings, it won't matter who said what or which rumors were true. It'll be Canelo's tested legacy versus Skull's unbroken will, one man guarding greatness, the other chasing it, and whatever happens will be written in punches, not predictions.